Namaste, everybody. Yeah, you asked for it. No, you didn't ask for it. um, you, uh, I asked for it. What I want to do is, what I've been trying to do is, like kind of like what I did yesterday. Is I want to talk about my artwork, um, to let you know the story, that it tells me. And it always tells me a story. So some of this artwork has got to go out by tomorrow. So I need to. I'm on the video. Why? Great. So I want to just talk about my artwork so that everybody could see it. And you could timestamp it if you're interested in it. But I have to mail out a lot of stuff that's been sold. I didn't want to mail it away until I showed you guys and told you the story about it. Okay? And what are we listening to? We are listening to something really peaceful. And if anybody has aches or pains, the music is the music of angels, to heal all pains of the body, soul, and spirit, mind, and stress relief. So I usually do third eye. I usually push the button on the third eye, but I realized I didn't need that because I already know the story of my art. Okay, so let's get started with, this is Karina, and I know I had introduced you to Karina. Karina has a lot of purple in her hair. It's a very dark background, and you might say, why didn't you make it a lighter purple? Well, because I do a lot of light purple stuff, and for her, I needed it to be a little bit darker in the background. I'm talking about the edges. Yeah, and this is very good for your third eye, but don't even look at the artwork for what it does for you, because your body will tell you what you need. And so her story was, if you could see closely, her eyes are very teary. Okay, and you might say, some people out there might say, well, that's because she's a mermaid and she's under the water. Look at the water bubbles. Yeah, but if you look closely into her eyes, she's sad about something. So what I do is when I'm painting, what I'm collaging, because I didn't paint this picture. I collage things that I rip out of books and magazines, and then I add my paint and glitter and sand and sticks and feathers and whatever else I want to add, whatever else it calls to it. Oh, by the way, here's my nails. You like them? The yin yang. I'm really happy with it. I felt so high after I got my nails done yesterday. It took hours, but I'm really happy with what she did. I gave her a $40 tip because she works her butt off, this girl. I think her name is Q. Not even sure what her name is, but I just always go to her. And she was just going to do it on 2 fingers, but you know me, I'm a glutton. I want it on every single finger. And that's what I got. But they didn't charge me that much for that. So I was like, you know what? Usually I give her a 20 spot. And I felt really happy. So I said, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be nice to this lady who is so beautiful to me. And she's an artist. I always tell her that. You're an artist. And so I gave her a 40 spot, and I think she was in shock. But you know how I know that they respect me? Because when I walked in with no appointment, there was like 6 people sitting waiting for an appointment, and they put me right away. And they took away whoever she was working on, gave it to somebody else, and put her with me. And then people were looking at me like, I'm still sitting here, and I got here half hour ago. And there was one lady waiting. She got in about 20 minutes after me, and she was still waiting to be served. Anyhow, getting back to Karina. Karina, I asked her what happened, made her so sad. And she's tough. She's very tough. I was gonna name her Katrina, but and Sinead, but I didn't because I said I already have a Sinead that I did, and she wasn't quite me because I wasn't as like tough when I was that young. So she just says that she said to me, past tense, people took advantage of her love, people took advantage of her friendship, and they hurt her. They stole things from her, whether it had to do with home. She's showing me a cave, which is the symbol in a psychic's mind for a home. And she just has a barrier up. And she says, I let somebody go that loved me the right way. All because I was afraid that eventually he would hurt me. And I love her hand. Okay. She's also like, something that happened with her mother or father, or maybe both, she didn't want to happen again. So she's just always on guard. And therefore, when you have a guard up, you keep out the losers and you keep out the bad people, but you also keep out the good people and the love that everybody needs to live on. Okay, so I thank her, and she says she's learning. She's still learning because she's not old. And let's switch to another painting. Hold on. Okay, now this is Lovely Lilac, okay, and it's peaceful. For some reason, I really feel like it's a boy, all right, and that's okay, because unicorns can be androgynous. They could be male, female, but I just feel like this is a boy. But I just named it Lovely Lilac because I needed a name really quick, and as you can tell, I have a lot of paintings and lots of stuff being packed to be sent off. So Lovely Lilac, the story is not long. The story is wanting to bring people peace, not necessarily love, peace, and the energy of thinking with your third eye, thinking with your third eye chakra, okay, which is usually purple, indigo, lilac. Dreaming about using your imagination. That's what I couldn't get through. Sorry. Sometimes I A-ron it up. But using your imagination, using your third eye to actually hope and wish and manifest. I should have named them Manifest, but I didn't have the time. Your girl didn't have the time. Anyhow, this is basically, what's your message? Yeah, what you said. He goes, what you said. So just using your imagination and having the courage to listen to your third eye, to listen to the things that you wish that you could do, but maybe you don't have the money right now or the means right now to do it because you have work or you got to pay those bills. But what he's saying is, LL, let's call him LL, Lovely Lilac. LL is saying, please don't forget about those dreams that you used to have, your imagination that you had when you were a kid, your imagination you had when you were a teenager, the imagination you had in your early 20s. Then, like, what happens is life happens, and, we get married, or we get divorced, or we break up, or we just get busy in our careers, and we were like, oh, we don't have time for the things that we used to want to do when we were little. But the whole thing is, God puts those ideas in our head. and your guides put those ideas in your head for a reason. They want you to revisit it. They want you to take up hobbies whenever you have a chance. They want you to have that side business that you've been thinking about your whole life. Okay? And so if you ask them, wow, look at the sages going crazy. You see the stream of the sage? Do we have spirit in here? If we have spirit in here, make a circle with this smoke. Spirit in here, make a circle with the smoke. There's a little bit of a circle on the end. Okay, anyhow, spirit's always in here, in the studio. So, yeah, if you want to know what LL represents, to me at least, listen to your imagination, listen to your heart, and listen to what you thought about as a child. And this also helps your crown chakra because I have loads of glitter. And glitter is iridescent and strikes your head, both male and female. Anybody who's a human, and actually dogs and cats can see it because it glistens. Some people say dogs only see black and white. Well, that's why my dog was after my nails. Anyhow, I'm such a jerk. Okay, just ignore me. All right, let's say goodbye to LL Cool J. Now we have Indigo. We have Indigo Girl. Okay, so now you might have remembered a long time ago I made this for somebody, a friend, and I wanted to make it again because I just love it. I love her. Indigo Girl. What she represents is, see how she has her back to you, but she's letting you know there's still a star there, a star earring. Okay, so she remembers that she has gifts and talents. She remembers that there was a unicorn attached to her, which means a unicorn has to do with your imagination, everything to do with, being in a different world, not of this world, a magical world. So anyhow, sometimes she puts her back to that because, bills and life gets in the way. I'm just feeling it because it's nice and shellacked. And basically what her message is sometimes you need to take a break and get yourself back up and clean yourself off and get started again with what your mission is. Okay? Yeah, similar to Karina, she's had some hardships, but some of the hardships are just because she believes that things were not done correctly to her. Okay? But she still knows that she has gifts and talents. She wants to use them. She wants to formulate a business. She wants to get some attention. See, her back is to you because she's looking away for now. But she's letting you know with this star earring, showing you the star earring, I'm a star and I'm going to be back when I'm ready. And I'll be back better than ever. Okay? And basically the color of this was so important to me. You might say, why are you always using purple? Okay, because purple's my favorite color. But I just wanted to pick up her skin. Her skin color is purple. Okay, it's a deep purple. So she's Indigo Girl. And these pieces of glass, right? they're lilac. And so I thought that would be perfect for that. And apparently I'm going to spray it again. If anybody does buy it, don't worry, I will be spraying it like a fourth time. Okay? But this is, this color of the canvas has been changed many times. Why? Because she was like, it's not ready yet. She was actually saying, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. And often my canvases do say that. So I just enjoy staring at her. I enjoy staring at almost all of them, but where my eye goes to, I know my chakra needs to be strengthened and or expanded. So I'm always looking at Karina, and I'm always looking at Indigo Girl. That means not really that much, don't, no offense, lovely lilac, LL. But the deeper color of purple, the deeper color, seems to really soothe me and make me feel like, oh yeah, now I remember what I needed to do. Okay, and as you can see, when I put the glitter here, oh, it was like a clear glitter that has, it's like a glue glitter that I use. I used all different kinds of glitters, but the way I put it, it almost looks like, well, she has white, it looks like she has white in her hair, but she almost looks like she has cuts. And then I was like, oh, should I take that away? Because I could definitely take it away. I have my tools, right? But I didn't. I stopped doing it because I said, you know what? Yes, she's been cut. She's had hardships. She's been hurt. She's been burned before. But she's still going, isn't she? You're still going, aren't you? Okay? So I'm proud of her, even if nobody buys her and I just stare at her whenever I do my readings or whenever I'm sitting in here meditating. That's fine with me. Okay? Goodbye, Indigo Girl. I'm not doing too badly with time, I don't think. Okay. This is another one that's been bought. But before I send Celebrate Love away, this is going to be a fast one because it's kind of self-explanatory. I wanted to do, I wanted wood again. I like working with the form of wood. Besides canvas, I like wood. But for some reason, I like to make wood shiny white in the background. I just needed it. So that meant my crown chakra needed to be stimulated. Okay, I had this magnet, Celebrate Love, and for a long time I was trying to figure out what to do with it, and I actually started to paint rainbow colors. Before I did the white, I started to do rainbow colors. I was going to do red, orange, yellow. I got to about a little bit in over here on red and yellow, red and orange, and I hated it. It didn't look right. It looked like a kindergarten. Most of my work looks like kindergarten did it because I'm a child in my mind, but that's okay. You know, I've heard that many times from my family and from my ex-husband and my even an art teacher in college. But you know who else looked like a younger person did it? Vincent van Gogh. So I'll take the compliment. Okay. I just created that compliment for myself. Did you see that one? So anyhow, I painted it all over. I had to do a lot of layers of white to get rid of the colors that were there, so you don't see them coming through. All right, and so then I just collaged this in with my white spackle, and my husband kept saying, "Oh no, it's too plain. You got to change it." And I listened to him very carefully, but as an artist, I have to do what I feel, and a psychic, I have to do what you know I think is correct. That's the bottom line. Sometimes I do change it a little bit. What he says, I do change, but basically, That's one area I really just go with my gut instinct and my third eye. So anyway, this is definitely very good for your third eye. I'm sorry, not your third eye, your crown chakra. People who get headaches a lot need to stare at white. And then I put these white glitter that was iridescent. That is also the crown chakra. And then if you need to heal any other chakras, you just look at these colors, and these colors, the color will pop out to you that you need. Like right now, I'm staring at the yellow solar plexus, so maybe I'm having some stomach issues, which really just means I didn't have a good breakfast or lunch. Okay. Anyhow, so Celebrate Love is going to be going bye-bye. Was bought a while ago. And some things I'm showing you is not going to be redone. Like I don't think I'll do Celebrate Love again. Um, only be only because I don't know if I could find that magnet again. But you know, like if people want it, people call for it, then I always try to acquiesce and try to please my customers and my subs and friends. Okay, so this is Unique Unicorn. You might have remembered when I did it in, I also had a Unique Unicorn turned the other way. And Unique Unicorn is definitely for your crown chakra. You could see the white glitter, silver glitter. I painted the canvas white. I added so much glitter. I think a lot of people are going through a crown chakra, a spiritual awakening, and myself included, and we needed it. But the other one that I did, Unique Unicorn, was turquoise. And I think Forever Bella bought that for her niece. So I never remade that. Because some things I want my other stuff to sell, so some things I don't do a second one of, unless I hear, oh, I really like that Unique Unicorn, or I really liked Karina, and then because I make prints of everything, so then I would do it if somebody said that. Okay, so that's Unique Unicorn for your Unique Unicorn in your life and for your crown chakra. Okay. Now, I had several requests for Marley. This is Marley. And to tell you the truth, I was replacing a lot of stones on Marley because a couple of the stones did come off. And Marley is like Karina, an indigo girl. I just loved staring at him. He's also for the crown chakra, but actually all of the rainbow wings, all of the chakras are addressed. Especially, look at the purple and the indigo. Love it. I don't like the placement of, this is, rainbows are usually red and then orange. I don't like that placement, but, I'm not going to complain about the divine, what the divine has made. But yeah, so what happened was I noticed that there was a couple of stones that were gone, so I added more stones so that there would be stones everywhere. And it's almost like candy. It looks like candy. So I tried to make them extra strong. Because this is going to a house that has, sorry, I'll get that off in a second. It's just a little piece of glue, glitter glue. It's going to a house that has a little beautiful girl that's getting ready to go into kindergarten in September, and she resonates with a lot of my artwork. So that's Marley. And the reason why I called him Marley, and it is a boy, okay, so because I'm a big fan of Bob Marley, and I don't know if No, I didn't have him on. I have his albums, I have his CDs, but I did not have Bob Marley's music on when I was painting this, when I was collaging this. But I had a song in my head that kept on going over and over again, so that's why I named it Bob. I named it Marley because it was, this is love, is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? And that's one of my songs I had at my wedding, me and Devin. And then we danced to that, and I had Bob Marley lyrics written out. Well, I wrote them out for the people in my wedding. I made these little booklets that had At Last by Etta James and Bob Marley songs, the two favorite ones that I have, written out, which I wrote them out and made booklets and went to Staples and made these booklets. But what happened was, the day we got married, my sister was supposed to be giving out the booklets, but she was stuck in Jersey because there was like they thought it was a terrorist attack, and all the bridges and everything was closed. Yeah, I have that kind of luck, okay? So the books never got given out. Maybe a couple of people got them, but that's okay. I still have a copy for myself. All right, so that's the story on Marley. Hold on. Oh, that was it, right? Pretty sure that was it on there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me just get another one. This is a little art gallery time, but I just thought people would like to know the meanings behind it. And it doesn't mean you have to buy anything, but listening to the music and hearing the definitions of how I found the art, what they said to me, I think some people want that. And if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. You can watch the million other videos that I have. And just so you know, I started to do Gemini last night. I was sitting here doing my notes for Gemini, so I'll be ready soon. Okay, and then I know I have Scorpio emergency messages, but I'm not ready with that yet. I only have 1 page on that. Maybe that's good enough. Anyhow, this is Karen, Karyn, and Bridget. Bridget is her ancestor, which is like she's her grandmother or great-grandmother. Okay, but her name is Bridget, and that's the names I heard. I think I told you this before. Karen looks like my sister Karen. At least when she was younger. She had that red hair, the fair skin, and a little bit of that look. Protective look. She was always protective of my mom. Okay, everything, as you could see, everything gets saged as we speak. Okay, so what Karen told me, and Bridget, is Karen felt that she was put in the world to protect her parents or grandparents. Okay, and what Bridget is teaching her in heaven, yeah, they are in heaven. Bridget is teaching her that no, you don't have to protect everybody else. Okay, you should have had the luxury to be a little girl and a teenager without having all this stress on you, having 2 jobs or 3 jobs to help out your mom, just always being super protective of her mom and her grandparents. Okay. And what Bridget is here to say is, you are loved, you are appreciated, and we are so proud of you. And so I don't know if somebody needed to hear that, but that's what I saw and thought. And the reason why I did peach is because the red hair, okay, I didn't want to do red because there is some red over here, roses and roses here, but I wanted to do peach to heal the sacral chakra, which a lot of people go through child abuse, sexual abuse, even, people, teenagers or whatever, and they want to forget about it, and they just don't want to ever think about it, but it keeps haunting them. Then it means that you need more peach in your life. Wear peach colors, wear orange colors, especially underwear. I know that sounds weird and crazy, but the chakra, if you wear the orange or peach underwear, whether you're male or female, okay, they have it, it'll help to heal that chakra that was, disturbed or damaged, or if there was sexual abuse that happened. Okay, so she is very protective. You think that she's being protective just to, protect an older person, a sibling, a parent, a grandparent, but she's trying to protect herself as well. Okay? But if we're always focusing on protecting ourselves, then can we really let the love in? No. So, Karen and Bridget, they're peaceful, they're strong, mystical. Sometimes I come in the room and all of a sudden my eye goes over there and I'm like, what, Karen? What do you want to tell me? What, Bridget? It's just like looking at you. I'm watching you. So, okay. And she also looks a little bit like my niece, Zara. Okay, so that's Karen and Bridget for your sacral chakra. And we have Lily Diana. Okay. Now, some people said to me, hey, I thought her name was Amy something, because originally it was going to be Amy. I kept working on it. She was supposed to have this neck collar thing.